but not so hard that Sauter can't get over.
Coming to the green and 2 laps to go. Johnny Sauter on the outside, Kaz Grala inside. Sauter drops down in front of Grala, and here comes Matt Crafton on the outside with help from Ben Rhodes.
They got a good push on the outside. Crafton's even with Grala.
This is when Grala's really got to watch out. Side drafting from Crafton is something that he's never felt before. Nice job by Sauter. He goes up high to block. He gets in the high groove in front of Crafton. Great move.
He had to give up on his teammate right there. Look at Timothy Peters on the inside.
Matt Crafton challenging for the lead on the outside. Crafton, the 2-time series champion, has never won here at Daytona.
He has a teammate behind him. That's Ben Rhodes. 2 teammates behind him.
He's only
Make it 3 teammates behind him.
16 tries, only 1 top 5 finish for our champion, Matt Crafton. Can he hang on? He's got a big lead.
Don't get out too far.
The final lap, Crafton in the 88 in front. Johnny Sauter inside, it's 3 wide.
Making that hole.
Forced his way to the middle.
Middle of 3. You're middle of 3. Come on, 13. You got a guy coming to you. Not over. Keep digging.
They're crashing. Rhodes into Crafton.
Keep digging. Damn.
Crafton up and over.
And Kaz Grala looks to me like will win this race.
Huge crash at the end on the final lap. And Kaz Grala, the youngest driver in the field, the youngest driver to win a pole award in NASCAR's Touring Series history.
We'll have to wait and see NASCAR, but he sure looked like he was the one that emerged with a lead.
They'll come to get the green, and that'll be 2 laps to go. And Matt Crafton is on the outside of Bell. You see his numbers. 9 wins on the mile-and-a-half track. Won this race here 2 years ago. But that outside line has not been a good one when it comes to the restarts. Let's see what happens. 2 laps remaining in Atlanta.
That's as good a restart as we've seen from the outside.
How about Alex Bowman making it 3 wide, trying to get into the middle?
Is Christopher going to be able to clear Crafton? He's not able to clear him.
Crafton did a perfect job. Whether he beat Christopher Bell to the start-finish line or not, I'm not sure, but he did a great job of laying back on Christopher Bell. Had his nose halfway back on the door of the 4 truck.
Can Bell get in front of Crafton? He does.
Oh, what a
break draft. 1.5. Hit your entry to 1. Hit your entry to 1. Fight.
Lap remaining. The white flag is out. Christopher Bell trying to hold off Matt Crafton. Johnny Sauter lurking in 3rd, and Ben Rhodes in 4th. Alex Bowman in 5th.
Boy, Matt gave it all he had on that restart. Actually got the lead for a moment, but Christopher fought back.
Christopher Bell bringing it through turn 4. A dominating performance, and he closes the door with the win at Atlanta.
How you doing that right there? Way to drive that thing. Thank you. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, the crew. Thank you, guys. Woo! Thank you, guys.
Right now, he's just in Bell's tire tracks.
And I wish I could express to the people just how hard these trucks are to drive on used tires at the end of these races like that, because the brakes get hot and it won't stop and it won't turn, and it's like walking on a knife edge right now.
For sure.
Less than 4 laps to go as you look at Briscoe and the 98 of Grant Enfinger. That's for 12th.
What about Cody Coughlin? We saw him 2 laps down early. He's now racing for a top 10 position against Ryan Truex.
There's the battle for 3rd. Christopher Bell has it. Noah Gragson wants it. They're teammates. Gragson has not hesitated to put the bumper to Bell. At the front, it's Chase Elliott and Johnny Sauter. Remember, Elliott led 109 laps in October, but he finished 2nd to Sauter. Chase said before the race, I just want to finish 1 spot better, and he is working on it. Chase Elliott in the 23 takes the white flag. 1 lap to go at Martinsville.
Look at this battle. I talked about Coughlin. He's got his hands full with Briscoe. That's 11th position they're racing for.
Meanwhile, Elliott through 3 and coming off turn 4. Chase Elliott is going to take home a grandfather clock with a win at Martinsville.
Oh, and Briscoe gets into the 13.
Briscoe and...
Oh, man, nice job. Thank you, Eddie.
Back and forth, but tough break for Ben Rhodes.
What about these guys? Kaz Grala up to the 8th position. We talked about the teenagers. Both of them graduating from high school. Both of them 18 years old, and both of them, he and Haley inside the top 10, going for more. That's Grala around Brett Moffitt trying to grab the 7th position. Can't get there.
Well, what a run he had down the backstretch and into turn 3.
Moffitt held him off. John Hunter Nemechek currently 3rd.
It's a battle for their Christopher Bell. We're riding along with Christopher. He's got Nemechek in his sights here.
Bell has done a great job marching back. Remember, he got put a lap down. Got back on the lead lap, restarted at the tail, and has driven his way back through, now inside the top 5.
You talked about it earlier, Michael. John Hunter Nemechek was in need of a good run here, and he certainly had it tonight if he can hold on here to this 3rd spot.
You see right behind those two is Chase Briscoe. Bounced her off the wall, still running in the top 5.
Kyle Busch takes the white flag. 1 to go at Kansas. Kyle with a comfortable lead after inheriting the lead from Ben Rhodes, who was on his way to victory when the engine let go and Rhodes had to take it to the garage, and Kyle Busch is going to take it to victory lane. It will be his 7th win here at Kansas and his 47th Truck Series win in his career. Kyle Busch, the winner. Johnny Sauter, John Hunter Nemechek.
I don't know if they can make it or not, Vince. the volume's going to go up on this restart. They're going to be 3 and 4 wide. It's going to be crazy.
The green flag waves.
A little bit of a tire spin for Kyle Busch, but he got it going. Good push from Johnny Sauter.
3 to go at Charlotte. Kyle Busch so hard to catch out front.
Remember, all these passes mean positions and points.
And Sauter and Bell right there, they came in 1-2 in points tonight, and now they're battling for 2nd.
Oh, good run off turn 4 for Johnny Sauter. Look at that run. He's able to clear Bell. Can he run down Kyle Busch?
2 to go.
How about Timothy Peters right now running in the 4th spot? Look at the run Ryan Truex gets on the bottom of the racetrack. Pulls beside Crafton.
He's going to go for Peters.
What a run he got off of turn 2.
For 4th. Truex inside, Timothy Peters outside. Truex is going to get him, closes the door.
Look at all those trucks back there.
How are they making it?
It's the final lap at Charlotte, and Kyle Busch has set sail. Johnny Sauter in 2nd, Christopher Bell in 3rd.
How about that white truck of Ryan Truex in 4th, Timothy Peters in 5th.
Through turn 4, Kyle Busch is going to do it again. His 7th win at Charlotte. What a great battle for the final positions. While Kyle was out front, man, everybody else was digging.
I'd hate to try to slow him down, wouldn't you, Phil?
I would.
Sauter and Grala, 3 to go when they cross the line. Johnny Sauter trying to get his first win of the season, trying to hold off his teammate. Sauter through 3 and 4 with Kaz Grala still just 2/10
One more.
Less than a mile away.
What an outstanding job Johnny Sauter, Joe Shear, and that entire team have done to get to this point.
Johnny Sauter is going to do it. The defending series champ. Sauter is going to get his first win of the season. He tames the monster at Dover.
You guys, wow! I'd rather be lucky than good at any day. Thank you. Good job, guys. Good job, man. Can't have the best. We got to join our strategy, man. I appreciate it.
On the move in the 4th spot.
I think that was a great move because I don't think he was going to finish any better than 4th had he stayed on the racetrack.
Now for 3rd, getting around Crafton.
Well, if he had about 3 or 4 extra laps, he would be something here. He needs one yellow flag here before we get to the white flag.
Just over a second and 3/10 for Briscoe behind the leader of John Hunter Nemechek, but he's closing as you look at his teammate Austin Cindric work the inside.
That's a battle for the 8th spot. Give Austin Cindric now 8th. A little bit sideways up off the corner.
2 laps to go for John Hunter Nemechek, trying to hold off Christopher Bell. Sauter and Crafton, a couple of champs side by side.
Boy, have these guys battled through the years. Former teammates with Thorsport.
Matt's just hanging on now.
Coming to the white flag for John Hunter Nemechek, Christopher Bell, and Chase Briscoe right there.
I think Chase gets Bell.
Oh, forces his way down inside. Bell sideways, hangs on to it. That's going to allow John Hunter Nemechek the gap he needs for sure to get to the finish. But Briscoe takes away 2nd, and John Hunter Nemechek around turn 4 is going to bring it home. So much tough luck this year, but tonight is his night. Nemechek wins at Gateway.
Oh, we still got it, ain't we? He's a man, bud. He's a man.
Battling for positions all the way back through the field.
This is some intense racing. If we don't get another caution, I'll be a bit surprised the way these guys are battling one another. It's all take and give, no give now.
See Grant Enfinger move to the inside of Austin Cindric.
Put Enfinger into the top 10.
Now he moves to the inside of the 97 of Jesse Little. There's a battle for 3rd. Christopher Bell trying to get to the inside of the 29 of Chase Briscoe.
And Bell and Briscoe, they're like a couple of magnets. They do not get away from one another. And on the inside is Brandon Jones fighting for position in that 99, and he's going to get past Bell.
A couple guys doing double duty here this weekend. Brandon Jones and Christopher Bell.
Briscoe blowing up dust off turn 2 in the high groove. And look, they're 3 wide behind them.
Harrison Burton, the 51 on the inside. In the middle of the racetrack is the 24 of Justin Haley as they try to go by Chase Briscoe, and they both get him.
Wow. And John Hunter Nemechek, if he could see all this mess in his mirror, he wouldn't like what he was watching.
The last thing he wants is a caution, right?
Yeah.
He's set sail at the front of the field.
How about Grant Enfinger again, the 98, doing a nice job up here in the top 10.
And John Hunter Nemechek coming around to get the white flag. Nemechek took the 4 tires on the last pit stop, and he has made it work. John Hunter Nemechek a half a lap away from going back to back. He was so strong a year ago, but he couldn't finish the job. But tonight he has done it. John Hunter Nemechek wins at Iowa. Big crash off of turn 4. The 24 of Haley and the 51 of Harrison Burton involved in that one.
The slower truck goes Bell. He's going to lose some ground.
The front. Stay bottom down the front.
Through turn 3 and through turn 4. After after more than 3-hour delay to start the race. It was worth the wait. Christopher Bell wins at Kentucky.
Thank you, guys. Hell yeah.
Crafton's loving what he's seeing in his mirror, isn't he? These guys battling side by side, pulling the crossover on each other. He's just focused on what's out his front windshield. He was running around in third gear, shifting yesterday, doing things I didn't see any of the other competition doing, and he's making it pay off today.
When we talked about potential winners throughout the course of the day, Matt Crafton's name wasn't mentioned. Sure, he's been running better. He's been working extra on the dirt to try to get better, but never really saw him as a driver that was going to come out here and win this race. And now with a couple of laps to go, he's threatening to do it. 2 to go for Matt Crafton. It's been more than a year. Who would have thought that the drought would end on the dirt at Eldora, and he's getting close to doing it.
He's just hoping everybody keeps it straight for another half a lap. He can get this white flag and put this one in his rearview mirror.
It's amazing what happens when you put a champion's back up against the wall and you watch him come out and make a performance like this.
You got that right. This is a special team. He and Crew Chief Junior Joyner have a great relationship, and they're making it happen.
It's the final lap at Eldora, and while they battle for second and third behind him, no one is going to challenge Matt Crafton. The winless streak is over. It's been 27 races, and tonight he will go to victory lane, winning at the Big E.
Good work. Really good work. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
The points day. Of course, the victory would be even sweeter as Christopher Bell comes through turn 3, and when he crosses the line, there will be 3 laps remaining here at Pocono.
That 27 and 16 both had 4 tires on that last pit stop.
The fastest truck on the track that lap was the 16 of Ryan Truex. He just spent so much time battling with Johnny Sauter, trying to get up inside the top 5, that it really cost him. As bad as these kids want to win, I know that's what he's going to think when this race is over if he doesn't get there. Man, if I could have just got there sooner, I think I could have won.
Christopher Bell last year had a voltage problem at the beginning of the race, fell 5 laps down, then had some contact. A rough day for Bell in this race last year that they wanted to win so badly. Ended up fighting back for a top 10 finish. No such problems today. Problems for his KBM teammates, but it's been smooth for Bell, and right now he is out front and sailing by almost 2 seconds.
Great battle for second, though. You see Ben Rhodes doing all he can do to keep the 16 of Truex behind him.
Both of these drivers battling for second place there. Ben Rhodes in that 27 black and red truck and the 16 of Ryan Truex. They would be the last 2 drivers in to the playoffs if they would begin today as they run right now, but no room for error.
I think Rhodes has conceded to Bell. That's why he's pulling off the road, pulling off the line, and trying to block Truex. He doesn't think he can get to the lead, just wants to make sure he protects that second spot, because he isn't getting in the draft of Bell. He's just blocking the 16 of Truex.
The white flag out, 1 to go for Christopher Bell. Maybe an issue for the 8 of John Hunter Nemechek. Saw him fading, and now he's really fallen back. Meanwhile, Christopher Bell continues down the Long Pond straightaway, headed to the tunnel turn. 3 wins already this season for Bell.
He's about to make it 4. Still a tight battle for second back there.
See, Truex has not given up yet.
For the 3rd year in a row, Kyle Busch Motorsports will win at Pocono. This time around, it's the 4 truck driven by Christopher Bell, his 4th win of the season.
Woo! Good job, boy. That's a badass drive right there. You won that race. Great work, everybody. Fast truck again. Thanks.
Yeah, that restart down in the 5th position to be able to fight his way through those other trucks.
Guys, you're the man, Rudy.
Busch to the inside, Bell coming around the outside. That's Truex and Crafton right behind them. Kyle gets the pass.
I think that was the best move by Christopher Bell.
Bell got into the back of Busch, and Busch had a big wiggle.
Even though it cost him a position, remember Christopher has 4 wins. Right now it's all about KBM trying to get a win.
Kyle Busch now inside of Cindric, making the challenge. This would be for 2nd.
He has Christopher lined up behind him.
Just 3 laps to go. Bubba Wallace continues to lead. Remember, Wallace was penalized earlier back on lap 53. Crew member over the wall too soon, and they have come back with a vengeance.
Kyle wasn't able to make the pass on Cindric, and now Christopher jumps back around Kyle.
Look at Christopher Bell, look into the bottom of the racetrack, trying to size up Cindric. Bubba Wallace just all over that rear view mirror, looking, making sure he understands exactly where those competitors are.
Coming to 2 to go, 2 laps remaining. What a year it has been for Bubba Wallace. His Xfinity team shut down after just 12 starts this season, and now going for the lead again is Austin Cindric. Can he make it stick?
Is he going to have any help from Christopher Bell?
Cindric alongside of Wallace. Bell behind Wallace giving a push.
Here comes Kyle Busch to the bottom.
Wallace still out front, but barely. Cindric not giving up on the inside. Coming to 1 to go. The white flag out at Michigan. 2 miles left. Who's it going to be?
There's no room up top for Austin.
Cindric loses his positions, and Bell now goes to the inside of Wallace.
Bubba's going to fight back on the outside. Bell got a little bit loose down there.
A mile left. They're on the backstretch. Wallace has gapped Bell a little bit, but here comes Christopher Bell. Gets a shove from Kyle Busch right back to the inside. Through turn 4. Bubba Wallace is going to do it and win at Michigan in his comeback race.
Nice job. That was awesome. Good work.
Wow.
Pace truck is off. Kyle Busch inside. Matt Crafton outside. Overtime at Bristol.
Great restart by Kyle Busch.
Everyone fighting for position in the pack. Nemechek inside of Sauter for position. The white flag is out. Nemechek and Sauter fighting for 3rd.
Sauter might lose another spot to Grant Enfinger.
Ben Rhodes has eyes on that spot as well, but nobody's going to stop Kyle Busch. He wins at Bristol for the 5th time.
46. Nice work, boys. Thank you. In your face.
Or a mistake. Nor can Cindric, because if Cindric has a bobble and loses significant ground, that could be just enough to give Grallo the distance he needs to protect the lead.
I think Cindric's going to get there.
Saw a tire slip there by Kaz Gralla. That's Kaz's mother, watching closely, cheering her son on.
Well, the nerves that she must be experiencing and feeling.
Well, we're nervous up here. Can you imagine how Karen feels?
Cindric right up to the backside.
You go, bud. You keep the heat on him. Nice corner.
Oh, good corner by Gralla, too. He's able to gap Cindric just a bit.
Great exit by Kaz on that corner.
There's Karen Gralla. She's in tears watching her son try to hold off birthday boy Austin Cindric.
Out of the Canadian Tire Bridge, prayers and all for her son Kaz Gralla in that 33. Can he hold off Austin Cindric? They go through 9, and then here comes turn 10. Then it'll be to the start-finish line where they'll get the white flag for 1 lap to go. 1 remaining.
5 years in a row, we've sweated this thing out till 1 to go to see who's going to win. Who will come back and grab the checker?
Turn 1 on this 10-turn course.
Both these young men deserve it. It's a shame we can only have one winner. Kaz was a little bit wide there.
Remember, Cindric has to win to secure a spot in the playoffs. Looks inside. A little bit of contact possibly, but Gralla holding him off. They look so close. I'm not sure if they touched or not, but Gralla keeps the lead.
I don't see any way there isn't contact between these two trucks.
Going to be right here too, Michael.
And there is the bump.
Oh, and he spun him out.
And he spins.
You got it. Go. You're all clear. You're all clear. Coming to you guys. We got in the 33 just a little bit back there.
Austin Cindric with the big bump on Kaz Gralla pushes Gralla around, and Austin Cindric is going to come around for the victory.
That's the world we live in nowadays, guys. You can get your bumper to the guy in front of you, you're going to put it to him.
Great job.
He won the pole yesterday in record fashion, celebrating his 19th birthday, and today, Austin Cindric wins at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park.
All right, great job.
Doug Randolph said.
Rhodes would get in on the tiebreaker, and Johnny Sauter is marching him down, trying to get to the finish line and win for the second time this season.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe's run toward Sauter has fizzled out. He's now dropped to just over 2 seconds behind Johnny Sauter. Sauter has this race in hand. Just a matter if Ben Rhodes can
White flag right here.
limp his way into the playoffs.
1 to go for Johnny Sauter. Sauter trying to close out the victory as you see Austin Cindric coming to pit road. Sauter on his way to his second win of the season. Meanwhile, the final playoff spot between Truex and Rhodes is tied, and there's the checkered flag for Johnny Sauter, the winner at Chicagoland.
Nice truck, fellas.
Truex crosses, and then Rhodes.
Check your flag, buddy. Check your flag. Not 100%.
Know how important the win is to Christopher Bell, but remember, he doesn't want to take a chance and give up a bunch of points. Look how hard he's going to drive it down in there.
Oh wow, he's not going to let up this time. Bell gets the spot. Truex is not able to fight back. Tries to, but Bell closes the door. Uses the lap truck in front of him of Chavis.
Oh, a little bit loose there.
Right now, Christopher Bell said, I need a little bit of a cushion. I need to get me a few truck links over this Truex truck.
Wow.
Give me a good corner.
Man, I'll tell you what, Bell drove that thing in there deep. Christopher Bell going to close the door on Ryan Truex. Bell on his way to a 7th career win. Christopher Bell opens the postseason with a victory at New Hampshire. Rhodes and Bell running 1-2. A gaggle behind them. They'll come to 3 to go right here with Rhodes in front, trying to score his first ever win and secure a spot into the next round of the playoffs.
We saw Christopher Bell pass Ryan Truex late last week in Loudon to secure his, Truex into the outside wall as well as Infinger.
Grant got loose, it looked like, on the bottom and took him up high. Will the caution fly? That's not what Ben Rhodes wants to see.
Green is still out and Rhodes is still in front as they come through turn 4.
He's got to drive.
2 to go for Ben Rhodes.
2 perfect laps, Vince. He's got to do it, and the truck behind him is faster.
We saw Rhodes hold off Christopher Bell for the stage 2 win, and now he's trying to hold off Bell for the race victory.
They're running pole position type laps right here this late in the race.
The 16 of Truex is off the pace after slamming into the wall, and Infinger was as well.
Did Bell roll up high to try to have a momentum run down the front straightaway?
The final lap, the white flag, 1 to go at Las Vegas. Bell looking on the outside.
1 back half up now in line. coming to half. Got a block here.
Ben Rhodes.
He's still half back here.
Trying to secure his first ever win.
He's going to leave the bottom open, but I think he has enough momentum.
Here comes Rhodes to the checkered flag, blocking Bell, and he's going to do it. Ben Rhodes wins for the first time, and he does it at Las Vegas.
The elation. What a great finish.
Flags waving. We're in overtime, and Talladega crossed the line in the final lap, and contact, and a big crash.
And John Hunter Nemechek sneaks through.
Behind you, big wreck.
And the 8 of John Hunter Nemechek escapes, and it's going to be Parker Kligerman. For the second time, a winner at Talladega. Crafton on the inside, Noah Gragson on the outside. When they take the green, there will be 10 to go.
And Johnny Sauter grab that second spot on this start.
We saw the momentum they were able to gain on the outside. Can Noah Gragson grab the lead from the top?
How about Noah Gragson? Can he get down in front of Crafton for the lead?
He did it! He's going to do it! He did it!
What a restart for Noah Gragson.
Here, man. One more.
The white flag for Noah Gragson.
What a special day for that young man. Be able to come in here and beat 2 champions on the last restart and put himself, if he makes it off turn 4, in victory lane.
Historic racetrack, providing a first-time winner once again. Noah Gragson, the teenager from Las Vegas, wins at Martinsville.
Yeah, guys! Woo! Let's go, Gordon! I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, guys. That's awesome.
Really good down in 1 and 2 laps.
That can gain you that speed you need to pass Johnny Sauter.
Maybe just try to get up on that rear tailgate, maybe get him a little bit loose getting in this corner, Michael.
I like trying to swing to the outside, but he just doesn't have the grip up there to do it. You can see him really gain on him, but then have to roll out of the gas.
At Texas, for the 4th time, Sauter clinches a spot in the Final 4 at Miami.
I love it!
Inside, Nemechek on the outside.
Great corner by Johnny Sauter.
Sauter's got the spot. Nemechek dives down. He's got to make the pass, but he's not going to do it there.
Johnny get enough of a gap to keep the 8 off his bumper.
Johnny's running a qualifying lap right here as hard as he can go, knowing he needs to gap that 8 truck.
The white flag for Johnny Sauter. Sauter won last week at Texas. Can he go back to back as he tries to win another championship? Way down off the track is Nemechek, going to give it one more run, but it's not going to work. Through turn 3 and 4, Johnny Sauter off at turn 4, and Johnny Sauter is going to win at Phoenix for the first time.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Good job, guys! Good job!
Just put that truck where he needed it to on that restart after the stage 2 break. Drove around Ben Rhodes and has been able to.
Hermie on the 29 of Briscoe.
I guess this 27 has made Buddy Cisco a little bit nervous. Just told his driver, because he has a little bit of a cushion, but save fuel.
That cushion is about 2.7 seconds. So close to his first career win. Less than 2 laps remaining for Chase Briscoe.
He can just get back.
He's been so close to victory.
We felt like all season long this 29 truck was going to get to victory lane. He just had that
Pretty darn good way if Chase can make it around here to the start-finish line for Brad Keselowski Racing to end their Truck Series career.
Briscoe and Bell, very good friends. And they will tonight at Homestead Miami Speedway. Chase Briscoe is going to win for the first time in his career. And Christopher Bell wins the championship in 2017.
You guys are the best in the business. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Christopher Bell, your NASCAR Camping World Truck Series champion, and he does it with a second place finish. And his buddy Chase Briscoe wins the race, the first of his career, and there they are, the two